This is the 2nd of June, 2026. We're at Vincent Corporation in Tampa, Florida. Getting ready to do some testing. I see two green pails there. Parts of a shredder. Somebody's putting together a 6-inch shredder. And we're in the test area, Vincent's test area. What we're going to do, here's another shredder, a scale. But here's the press we're going to use. A little CP6 with a long hopper, and it has a screw cantilevered off the end. We keep it here to find out if the cantilever will hold up. This is going to be the iron test for it. Normally we have plant air pressure on the air cylinder pushing the cone. Normally we have a support pushing out here, but that's why we're testing this one. But what I've done on my air pressure regulator, cranked it up to 90 psi, but it's going into a pressure multiplier and coming out at 190 psi. Extreme high air pressure. The reason we did that is we started out with this sample of, call it cooker crumb, and and we put it in the press at 30 psi, and not a drop of oil came out. It just ran through the press. So we're going to try again, but with 190 psi on the air cylinder. I can turn that on right here with my variable frequency drive. I'm at 60 hertz, which gives me maximum power. We have a chance of tripping out. Screw speed. Here. Okay. We got the VFD going at 60 hertz, probably about 20 RPM. We've got material on the inlet hopper. It's feeding slowly. We're forcing some foam right through the screen. I see it dropping there. And we're getting drops of oil out. We never got that before. We're actually making oil with this thing. The cone's not opening yet. But keep in mind the material that's in there was just conveyed along. It's got to be packed solid before we really see what the press is going to do. So if we get anything to work, we'll swap out that pail for one that I have the chair weight on, and we'll do a timed throughput capacity test. You can see the fines that was forcing through the screen, and I hear my screw thumping in there. That's why this is a test without any outboard support bushing and running at the extremely high air pressure. Press cake is falling out. We're getting a flow of press cake. Handling a bit on this side. Well, it's coming out pretty much all the way around. And that's good enough. We still have material on the inlet hopper. I'm going to flood the inlet hopper and go at it. Okay, this is the press in action. See the press cake coming out. And it's coming out all the way around the cone. Despite the full speed, we didn't have to slow down. And despite the extremely high air pressure, we'll get a steady stream of oil. And we are now about 3 minutes into our test. We'll get a good, we might get 8 minutes out of this. The first test was a pleasant surprise. It was our press oil and as received sample and the press cake sample. But we got 3 pounds of oil out of 7 pounds of press cake. Oh, that's 30%. We got 30% by weight to come out as oil. A lot more than I would have expected. We're now going to start the second test. Here's our second sample material. And same as the other, different colors, smaller granules. Got the press where I turned it off after 10 minutes. So I'm going to open the discharge cone. I'll let pressure getting off, the pressure multiplier clicking away, and then I come over here and start my press again. Press is going with the cone open, and so we're dumping the load. If no oil comes out when we do that. Okay, second test in operation. Not getting any press cake out. We just emptied the press. We're getting a different color oil, and looks like we're getting, I'd say, more oil if it just holds up. And we're feeding pretty good. There was some real wet stuff at the bottom of the bucket, and most of it is, as you see, very dry, and not sure where my wet stuff went to. But it's feeding well. Yeah, a little less oil than there was going out a minute ago, but looks like more than the last trial. I'm going to start my time test. Okay, this is the second sample. Yeah, it looks like the oil flow's slowed down a bit compared to what we got before, but press cake coming out. And that first test we got 10 pounds in 10 minutes, nice even numbers, so we were running 60 pounds an hour in this press. This one seems to be feeding faster. We'll see. We'll have the numbers pretty soon. Running a time test. And looking good. Well, I stirred up the pail to grab my samples. We've got samples we can return. Okay, starting the third sample. It's feeding not quite as easy, but still feeding well. And you can see what it is. I squeeze in my hand. I get fluid out. This ought to have high yield. The last one was, I think it was 70%, 60-70% yield. I thought 30 was great. We got double that. No press cake being formed. It's all being squeezed right through the screen of the press. Yeah, I got a problem here. Here's what I'm getting at 10 psi or so. Never did get any oil to come out from this. I'm going to have to change the screen. I'm going to change from that wedge wire to a perforated screen that's around here somewhere. Okay, this is a Hail Mary shot. This is all the sample we got left. We installed a perforated screen, 23,000 poles. Took off the pressure multiplier, so we're down to 1 bar, 15 psi air pressure from 190. VFD's not working right, so we're still at 60 hertz, 20 RPM. There's our shot. Some of this is dirty. The brown stuff is some of the contamination of the other press cake. Screw still going 20 RPM. I could put it down to 10, but this at least is still if it works or not. Cone open, stuff starting to come out already. Make sure I'm still at 15 psi. Making spaghetti. Feeding okay. You can probably hook that. Lots of spaghetti. No oil. Darn, there's a lot of liquid in that. Wedge wire screen didn't let anything through. This lets everything through. Screw configuration. We got 5 stages, 4 stages of compression. We're getting cake out at 1 bar. So if there was free liquid to squeeze out, we may have multiplied the whole thing.